Hey dreamers, welcome back to Manifest with Metty. I'm your host, Metty, and this is Mindfulness Monday. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked away from a completely ordinary conversation and thought, why did I tell them all of that? Because sometimes what looks like small talk isn't small to you. Your plans, your dreams, your relationships, your next move, your confidence. And whether you call it spiritual warfare, discernment, protecting your energy, or simply having boundaries, today's reminder is the same. Everybody doesn't need access to what's growing inside of you. There's an old interview clip involving a young Venus Williams that illustrates this beautifully. Venus was asked why she was so confident about winning an upcoming match, and this little girl answered with certainty. She believed she could win. The interviewer continued questioning that confidence, essentially asking, how could she be so sure? That's when her father, Richard Williams, stepped in. He challenged the interviewer for continuing to question the confidence his daughter had already expressed. And there's something powerful about that moment. He understood that his daughter's confidence didn't need to be cross-examined. She had already spoken. She believed in herself. That was enough. Now let's bring that into our own lives. Sometimes doubt doesn't arrive screaming. Sometimes it arrives as a question. You really think that's going to work? How are you going to afford that? Are you sure you're qualified? What if nobody supports you? Why would you leave a good job? So, how are things really going with you two? And every question isn't malicious. That's important. People are curious. People make conversation. Sometimes small talk is literally just small talk. But mindfulness asks us to notice what happens inside of us during an interaction. Do I feel pressure to explain myself? Am I sharing something I'm not ready to share? Is this conversation planting unnecessary doubt? Am I being asked to defend something I was perfectly confident about 5 minutes ago? That's where discernment comes in. We sometimes imagine spiritual warfare as something dramatic, but protecting your spirit can be incredibly ordinary. Sometimes protection sounds like, I'm still working on that. I'll share when I'm ready. Everything is going well, thank you. Or simply changing the subject. You don't owe everybody the blueprint. You don't have to explain the dream while you're building it. Richard Williams couldn't remove every critic his daughters would encounter. But in that moment, he protected something valuable. The confidence already developing in his child. Eventually, we have to learn to do that for ourselves. Proverbs 4, verse 23 teaches us, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Guarding your heart doesn't mean becoming suspicious of everybody. It means becoming intentional about what you allow to take root within you. Affirmation of the day. Repeat after me. I protect my peace, trust my discernment, and refuse to give unnecessary doubt a home in my mind. Dreamers, this week, pay attention to your conversations. With awareness, notice when you're oversharing. Notice when you're explaining yourself unnecessarily. And notice when someone else's question makes you start questioning something you already knew. You don't have to call everyone a spiritual assassin. You just need to recognize that access to you is valuable. Some dreams need conversation. Some need counsel. Some need prayer. And some need silence while they grow. Everybody doesn't need to know everything. Protect your peace. Protect your confidence. Protect what's still becoming. And sometimes, let small talk stay small. Stay grounded. Stay growing. Let's go, dreamers. I love you.